Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree,
Hi, everyone. It's Kennedy.
and on the other side of the glass is Jared on this Free Your Mind Friday. So get
Yes.
your brass up, my Lord, if you are still able to get your brass up at all after this wonderful season of Mardi Gras.
yes.
It was bomb. I had an amazing time.
Me too.
And now we are in our third day of Lent. Shout out to Father Johnny, pastor of St. Peter Claver Catholic Church, who came on yesterday to um, give some plain speak about how Lent works and the idea of adding things or giving up things that get you closer to your relationships with your spirituality and your faith.
Yes.
And he really, really made it plain, and I thank him for that. But thank you for joining us here on the Front Porch on WBOK, here on the campus of Xavier University on Norman C. Francis Parkway at the foot of the overpass. Um, don't forget to mind your manners. Say good morning. Get yourself a mug or tumbler of your favorite or frosty adult beverage. But sit a spell with us on for the next 3 hours as we chop up the comings and goings through a New Orleans focus scope. So yeah, it is Friday,
Mhm.
day 3, Lent. I I am adding, which makes me intentional about my words and my posts.
Mm.
Um, because I do want to put joy and positive thoughts into the atmosphere, even though my snarky is very funny. People think it's funny. I think it's funny.
Mhm.
But during this season, I am going to be a lot more intentional about sharing joy and sharing positive information, not false positive, because I don't ever want to be that person who's toxically positive.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta be happy all the time. No, you
No, I
don't. Please
don't.
get away from me.
Right. I don't even wake up happy
Stop
every day.
it.
No.
Leave me alone. But
right.
I do want to highlight things that are important and things that are um, maybe things to think about.
Yeah.
So I started with um, personality this morning and about people's personalities.
Okay.
I have always um, been someone who's been fairly competitive, but I know that in competition, when it comes to requiring people to have certain feelings and opinions about you,
Mhm.
you must first be liked.
Mhm.
The smartest people who have the worst dispositions yeah, you know it all. You got to, because nobody want food with you.
Right.
So you gotta know all the things. You can't access or tap into resources. However, um, if you are liked, people will open doors for you. So
Absolutely.
um, this is what I wrote this morning. I said, "Good morning, y'all. Folks are watching because they are." Facts about personality. Number one, people respect you based on how you respect yourself.
Hmm.
People pay attention to how you talk to other people and how you treat people around you with respect, good, and positive energy. Now, what a lot of people confuse is positive with blowing smoke up somebody's behind. It
Hmm.
does not equate.
Not the
Those are
same.
not the same things.
Mm-mm.
Um, but not putting no extra stank on it when you
Right.
deliver the truth, because that's cruelty.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm doing a full view and paying attention to my delivery of things. Even though some of my posts when I post is not really about anybody, it's just
Right.
funny.
Right.
But in this season, like I said, this is a conscious effort, and it does require focus for me to do that.
Yeah.
For me to, like, you know what, that's not necessary. Yes, it is funny, but right now you can hold it, and it has been a challenge because
Yeah.
I come up with some zingers regularly and hilarious. Yeah,
Yes.
they're funny.
But I guess the season is about trying new things and not and relinquishing control of things that you usually would do. So
Mm-hmm.
it's making me think because I told you like I'm still trying to figure out what to give up. I know last year after Mardi Gras, I gave up alcohol.
Mm.
And I feel like that was just due to the season. I was just like,
Like, you
well,
know what, I did too much, so this might be something I
right,
need to leave alone. I probably need to leave it alone consciously.
right.
Yeah,
Like for
yeah.
now.
I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done that.
I did it last season and it wasn't hard. I think one time I was like, ooh, I was at a wine night and I'm like, all right, God, like water the wine, right? Like, but this year, I've actually been doing no sugary drinks.
Mm.
And I think I'm gonna continue with that because I did relapse, quote unquote, over Mardi Gras. 'Cause I'm like, I'm eating my po' boy. I
I
want a
mean,
Coke.
it
Like,
was the
what
it
you
was a
talking about?
season of decadence.
It was. Hey, so now I'm gonna give it back up. So I'm back to my water, and my natural juices and stuff like that. But I really like the adding on point. And I feel like but we've talked about this. I'm in the season of truly putting myself first and truly putting my feelings 1st.
Mhm.
And to your point about respect, um, it feels good to put out good energy and to respect yourself. But I have learned that to like, even though if you put good out, you're good to people, you respect yourself, that it won't always come back. So I think reminding myself that even if it doesn't come back or even if people don't treat me in the way that I feel like I deserve, then I need to move on. Move on. And I'm in between telling people who they are and moving
To
on.
you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
To me specifically.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then moving on. Cause I have this tendency to just let it roll off my back or to have this, oh, well, let me be the bigger person. And I feel like it was my parents giving me a survival tactic to be, a good student and to, not get in trouble. But like, I've been really feeling like
Being a bigger
telling
person
people
sound
who
like
they
let them get
are.
away, let them slide.
And
I ain't
I'm
gonna be to
tired
do
of
it. I
it.
ain't gonna be to do
I
it.
want to be the
And
smallest
I don't
person.
care. I really like. I've had some conversations with members of clergy, people, lay people, and whatnot, and it's like, no, that sounds too much like accept disrespect. I ain't gonna be to do
Yeah.
it. Now, I've told you this before. You got 3 times
Right.
with me because I feel like that's my version of giving you grace,
Mm-hmm.
and also telling you, hey, I don't like that.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
And until I've told you that, that's when your first time starts.
Exactly.
Because you could be doing it, and
Right.
if I don't say anything,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah.
how you do that. I don't like how that feels when you do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And if I'm telling you that and you're working on it, I'm fine.
Right.
But when I tell you that and you like, Psh, I'm gonna do what I want,
Exactly.
you're letting me know that you don't give a damn about me, and that's fine
Right.
too.
Right.
But I will make adjustments accordingly because that is a communication
Mm-hmm.
without you even saying.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't really care about your feelings.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, but
I
even
do.
right.
And I'm a holler. You be cool.
Even on a smaller level though, I've been exercising that cuz during what was this? Muses.
Uh-huh.
During Muses, I was standing behind like this group of people that, had reserved their spaces or whatever. But one of the ladies that was in the group, she like had us step to the side, like step up a little bit closer because they all had, the ladders.
Mhm.
So they're sitting up, and I'm like, I can't get nothing. And she
Right.
looking at us like, come up, like, it's okay. But the guy that was sitting there, he was off of whatever. He was turned.
Mhm.
I think he said he had been in New Orleans 19 years or something like that, but he treats every year like it's his first year. So he
Clear
was
people?
lit. Huh?
Clear people?
No, no, no. Our
No?
people.
Okay.
All of them.
Mm.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm thinking this, how we
Mm.
say the little skin
Yeah.
folk, kinfolk, nah. So I go to grab something, and he grabs my hand. He says, move, that's mine.
Are
He
you
pushes me
okay,
back.
sir?
And I was like, oh my God. And I feel like I was like, no, say something. Because I'm so used to being like, oh, I'm sorry. Or, oh, let me make
Are you
myself smile.
okay? And why are you
And I
touching
said,
me?
don't touch me. You don't have to touch me.
Yeah.
And it took him like 10 minutes to, once the floats came past, he came down. He was like, I just really want to apologize for what I did. And like, thank you for speaking up because I wouldn't have known what I did because I'm so, intoxicated right now. And I
Mhm.
said, thank you for your apology, but don't let it happen again.
And also, had you not said anything, he would have continued, but not to cause you harm. He just
Right.
didn't know.
He just didn't know. And that was, again, an eye opener for me. And I was really proud of myself in that moment, even
I'm
though it
pretty
was
proud of you
small.
too, girl.
Yes, because I'm so used to being like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know what? I am in your space. But no, like,
ain't gonna be no.
no,
Please don't touch me.
please. Not
'Cause
during this season.
There are a lot. No, just in general. So discovering things about my brain, and knowing that I am neurodiverse. I know I have ADHD. Hence
Mhm.
the train of thought, I will lose it. Plus, add the menopause, the perimenopause. It's trash over here
Mhm.
sometimes. But I tend to let things go on before I react. However, when
Same.
I react, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe you. It's like, no, that this is not me being offensive. This is me
Right.
being reactive to what
Exactly.
has been out there. So, yeah, those are the things that in this point in my life,
Yeah.
um, it doesn't matter who you are.
Mhm.
It just really doesn't. If you out of pocket, you out of pocket.
Yeah.
I don't care your age because there's a lot of people who've been doing things because they always did it that way. But
Right.
I'm telling you, you out of order and you are in violation of um, my space. Now we don't have to
Absolutely.
be in each other's space anymore.
Right.
But if we're gonna abide together,
Mhm.
it's some things I'm just not gonna be able to do, and
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to do to me.
Exactly. It's got to be
So
mutual.
I hope that during Lent and just in general life that people start taking stock of who they want to be, who they want to put out into the world.
Mhm.
Because I consciously am focused on that, even though by my speak it may not sound that way.
Mhm.
However, I overthink. So, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about this on the other side of the break. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hey, this is D. Riley from the 90s Hits R&B Jams. Make sure you listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday night from 7 until 9 p.m. I'll be giving you the best R&B jams from the 90s. That's right, all your favorites and more. With me, D. Riley, your host of the 90s Hits, right here on WBOK 1230 AM, or listen online at WBOK1230.com. WBOK, the station you listen to longer.
Good morning and happy Friday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Today is the first Friday of Lent, which means a lot of you will be looking for a fish fry or hot-boiled crawfish. And for local seafood spots, the next few weeks are their Super Bowl. So right now, the crawfish app shows prices in New Orleans are about $6.79 for a pound of boiled crawfish, and it is about $4.96 for a pound of live crawfish. And if you would prefer to have fried fish, you can go to WDSU.com, where we have posted the Archdiocese Lenten Season Fish Fry Calendar. Then we've learned when the late civil rights leader and educational pioneer Dr. Norman C. Francis will be laid to rest. The longtime Xavier University president will lie in repose at the school's convocation center on Monday, March 2nd from 9 to 3. Visitation is at 4, followed by a memorial program at 5. His funeral will then take place Tuesday, March 3rd, at 10 a.m. at St. Louis Cathedral. Finally, this year's Tep Fest kicks off tonight. It is happening at the Mary Queen of Vietnam Church on Dwyer Boulevard in New Orleans East. The annual festival celebrates.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month from the Community Scientist and Rise St. James. This month's focus is polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, formed when fuels like oil, gas, wood, or trash are burned. These chemicals can enter the air we breathe and settle into our soil and water. Many PAHs are known carcinogens, adding to the health burdens faced by communities living near industry. Learn how to protect your health at risestjames.org.
Greetings and salutations. I am Elwood B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
LifeCare provides valuable whole life insurance to cover final expenses such as medical bills, burial costs, and unpaid debt. A final expense insurance policy is fast, easy, affordable life insurance that's available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exams, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. The application process is quick and easy. You can even apply without having to undergo a medical examination. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral cost skyrocketing to $11,000 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple, affordable peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses that, if left unattended, will burden your family tremendously. Benefits include a guaranteed premium that will never increase, a guaranteed cash value, and a guaranteed death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense insurance with a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, call LifeCare at 800-571-9955. That's 800-571-9955. 800-571-9955.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Come on, we gotta do this, like, cause I gotta remember, I might forget. You remember the good old days, and I'm serious too. I'm listening for you. We dance and we sing, and the music plays in the boom town. That's it.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
Hey, y'all. It's Kennedy Shanks.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared on
Good morning.
this February 20th, 2026. We are in Pisces season.
I like Pisces.
I don't know a whole lot of Pisces. I dated one.
Okay.
We are still friends. Real easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Easy
real
going
cool.
people.
And one of my best friends from high school is definitely really, really cool. So, you know, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, definitely in this season, shout out to Pisces. I have Pisces in my whole like zodiac chart or whatever. I don't too much follow that, but I have some friends from back home. So shout out y'all. Y'all birthday is coming up. Actually, my one of my close friends from high school today is her birthday. So shout out Victoria. I will be texting
Happy
you soon.
birthday, Victoria.
Yes. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Cause
Absolutely. And a huge happy birthday to Mama Jen from Community Book Center.
Okay.
Today is her 75th
all right,
birthday.
happy
so
birthday.
have a wonderful birthday, Mama Jen. If you have not been over to Community Book Center, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Absolutely.
Because there are a plethora of things to help you in your research needs, in your entertainment needs, in your fashion needs.
Yes.
All of those things are available to you. I probably have at least 3 things in my bag right now from Community Book Center. But happy birthday, Mama Jen.
Yes.
I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday and many happy returns. But yeah, I have a classmate that I know is a Pisces. I have Justin, a GM. He's a Pisces. His birthday's coming. He wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna stay on
Why
his
did he?
heels with that. And then yeah, my best friend from high school. I dated one Pisces. I just don't know a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
I know I have a favorite student teacher who's also a Xavier alum.
Okay,
She's the
XU.
Pisces.
Yes.
Love her. Outside of that, I just don't know. Aquarius season was heavy.
A lot of people.
It
I
was
know too many. My
heavy.
father.
Your dad's an Aquarius?
Yes.
He married. My daughter is an Aquarius.
Oof.
My parent is an Aquarius.
Too many.
And then I have 2 cousins.
Yeah.
My first cousin and then her niece are both.
Wow.
And they're like days apart.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're done with that.
We're real heavy,
Like-
real heavy in Aquarius season. But
Yes.
for real, we're in Pisces season. Pisces, y'all. So all the Pisces that I know are low key sensitive, but high key crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And
All of
so
them,
I don't know if that is the reason
Right.
why I'm just like, I don't know. But I just don't know that many.
Yeah.
But Aquarius, my God.
Yeah.
My parent and my aunt
Really?
in the house. Her birthday, February 14th. His birthday, January 26th.
Whoa.
Married birthday, January 25th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just back
insane.
to back. That's an
we
expensive
just-
month, ain't
We
it?
just weren't. Yep. My cousin February 8th, February 9th. My niece February 7th.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all up and through this whole thing. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Cause my season coming.
Oh,
I don't want to hit nothing.
Come on.
Nathaniel at all. Nothing.
Yeah, you before me, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Earth signs.
Yes.
504-582-9422. Good morning, Pop. Pop Jones. Jared. Pop. Hang on, Pop. We trying to. Hello? Nope. All right, call us back, Pop. Yeah. In my family,
Mm-hmm.
like I've noticed within generations, we repeat.
Right.
So like my grandmother, I was actually due on her birthday.
Okay.
Her birthday was May 8th.
Okay.
May 8th. Yeah. May 8th or May 7th. I got to go back and look.
Mm-hmm.
But my birthday is April 27th.
Right.
So then in my group of first cousins, everybody repeated. There's a Virgo,
Mm-hmm.
my great aunt, then my aunt, now one of my cousins. Like I've been paying attention over time, but we
Really?
all keep repeating in certain areas. And it's never like an influx
Yeah.
of one. It's like based on whatever person ancestry type
Yeah.
we follow.
Born in
there.
the
So
same
it's pretty-
season. Wow.
Yeah, it's really
That's pretty
interesting.
cool though.
It's interesting because then you look to see. Now I wonder if they're gonna do X, Y, Z.
Right.
I am a person who recognizes patterns. I know
Same.
that everybody doesn't look at things that way, but yeah,
Right. You gotta keep your eyes open.
I need to know.
Like,
I need to know.
absolutely, because that can help you look for the future.
Yeah, and
See what's coming up.
also let you know about behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. For me and my family, what repeats is the number of children people have, like twins and triplets. Twins and
Okay.
triplets run in my family.
Thank
So that's why
God
I'm like,
triplets don't, but twins definitely do.
yeah, and that's why I'm not too excited about that.
And luckily, the twins, the actual twins.
Mhm.
So older cousins, they don't have any. Like the twin boys,
Mhm.
they didn't have twins.
Okay.
They had single children. And then the boy girl twin,
Mhm.
they didn't have.
Wow.
So I'm waiting to see.
What's good?
Yeah.
You know, they usually
I'm
say
done,
it
so
skips.
you know, listen, I'm good.
They say it skips generations, but not in my family. Like my grandmother, she had 13 children. My mom's the baby,
Yikes.
but she's had, I can't remember the number. My mom, if she's listening, please help me. But I know it's been a couple of sets.
Mhm.
And then on my grandfather's side, they also had, I think he had no, I don't think he had a twin, but he had a couple of brothers that were twins and triplets. But then my cousin, my mom, shout out my mom, I had older sisters. Unfortunately, they passed away, but they were twins. Then one of my cousins, she has twins, my cousin London and Logan. So it's just like, we're like, all right, who's next? Like, who's gonna have twins next? So everybody's looking at me. I'm like, but I do want twins though. I know that's a lot on the body. I know
It's
that's
not
taxing.
even that.
I know afterbirth it is crazy too.
It's not.
I don't
That.
know.
It is okay.
Double of everything.
Right. At the same time.
Yeah.
And then like there's a point in time when you have kids where they are able to sustain a lot of their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But at the point that they leaving.
Yeah, that's
Like,
real.
Because
That's
I
both.
have friends who are parents of twins,
Mhm.
and it's like that's their children. They,
Yeah.
you know, they don't have any other children. So when those kids go, like
Yeah,
y'all house empty.
it's empty.
That's,
Well, I don't think I'm gonna just have like if I have twins the first time, I'm still gonna try for another.
Bless you.
After.
see, if you look up and get that boy and girl, that's a wrap.
Oh no, yeah. If I get a boy and a girl, that's it
yeah.
for me. Definitely. But if I get same gender twins, I'll try.
You'll try again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
like-
want both.
Yeah, agree. Because when I had CJ,
Mhm.
I told him I was like, listen, the next one's boy, we'll go one
One more.
time.
Yeah.
I got a girl. Ain't nothing else I can give with another boy or
Thank
another girl.
you.
Listen,
Right.
I've
I've gotten
contributed.
both.
I've contributed to society. I'm gonna try
Right.
and not put some horrible individuals into the
Right.
into the space. Nah, ain't nothing. Ooh, fine.
Right.
Now we have dogs.
I love that.
Yes. No. 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Good morning, Kim. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning?
I see y'all talking twins and triplets.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I don't have none.
Ah.
So you see, I'm pretty lucky for, but I'm not so lucky because, it's not good. But anyway, how y'all ladies doing today?
Good.
Doing well. Today is pretty good. It's Friday. It's a lot of different happies still happening post carnival, and now that we're in Lent, so today's good. Today's good.
Going to the dog parade?
Am I going to what now?
To the dog parade.
I will not be in attendance at a dog parade. I actually have an event to go to tonight, but I think even if I didn't, I probably still wasn't going to the dog parade. My dogs don't play with other dogs really well all the time. So I can't have them embarrassing me in front of company.
So your dogs are serious, right? Serious about biting people, right?
No, I can't say they're aggressive. They play really rough.
Okay.
They're very they're big dogs. They don't think they're big dogs, but they're very big dogs, and they like to play rough, and that doesn't always.
Oh yeah. I know a person that has a what you call them animals, them dogs that the insurance doesn't
A
allow you
Rottweiler?
to have. Yeah.
Rottweilers are not mean dogs. People make them mean dogs.
Right.
And
Well,
for those people,
I know
yeah,
you
they
like to
create
play
those
rough,
dogs to be that way. They're not aggressive in nature like that unless they're trained to be.
Right. Some people give them gunpowder and put stuff in their food do to make them angry and make them aggressive.
I would be mad too.
Uh,
If I was getting fed
yeah,
gunpowder.
That's a lot.
yeah, yeah. I mean, look. I know some people have done that, and believe me, I don't go to their house
That's
because of
smart.
that reason.
That is smart.
I,
Not to go to those
yeah, I don't
people's
go to their
houses.
house because of that reason. Because I don't want to get ate up.
But yeah, no,
So
Rottweilers are not aggressive dogs like that. Now, I do know that Mastiffs tend to
yeah.
be food aggressive.
Hmm.
So I've heard that they eat their owners. And
Oh.
yeah, no, they're big dogs.
Oh.
They're really, really big dogs. They almost could be qualified as little mini horses.
Yeah, but some Chihuahuas are rough too.
Yeah, little dogs are always too much for me. Because all that
Oh,
yapping,
I love
really
my
do.
little
Girl, I
dog.
be want to kiss
She
them little
does
dogs.
yap a lot though.
Shut up. Go to sleep. Go eat something, but leave me alone.
Yeah, I got a neighbor of mine got about 2 or 3 dogs next door, and they're always barking. But in a way, that's good. That keep them away from the house and keep them away from me. Keep the burglars away. So that's it's a plus. But that barking all night, that's a little bit too much.
Problematic.
So
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So what you got going
So
on this weekend?
what you gonna do today, Kim?
I am going to a media mixer on tonight. I'm gonna go
Tonight?
there and spend some time with my kiddo who's gonna be in attendance, and hopefully Ken will be there as well. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today with the women of the Omicron Lambda Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. We will be having some conversations with other media people.
I might go to a meeting that my group have,
What
but
kind of meeting?
might not either. Oh, it's just a gathering meeting. Just tell us all the function and things we're gonna do later on during the month and stuff.
Okay.
You know.
Is that your group that you're traveling with later on this year?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Stop the group. Yeah. We might be going to Texas. I know we're gonna go to Baton Rouge for the Baton Rouge or Shreveport. I used to live in Shreveport, so I know a little bit about that background there.
Mm-hmm.
Baton Rouge, I went to school in Baton Rouge when I was 10 years old. Didn't know too much about Baton Rouge, but learning about it as I go. The people are the same like they are in New Orleans, so they're okay. I have no problems against people in Baton Rouge. But I had some classmates I lost when I was going to school up there.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So they're okay. I mean, it was okay. It was good to be. I was very aggressive when I was young, though.
Were you?
I couldn't stand. Huh?
Were
Oh
you?
yeah, I was. Oh yeah, I was very aggressive.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was 10 years, 12 years old, yeah, I was very aggressive. I ran out of the classroom. Teacher followed me all the way to the principal's office.
Why
So,
were
you
you?
know,
Why were you so aggressive so young?
yeah, well, I had some problems going on with the teacher and stuff, and I was running away.
Got it.
So I ran to the principal's office, and the principal straightened everything out, and I went back to the classroom. But it was fun doing that little run, though. It was fun putting her on the run. It's fun having her running after me.
Oh goodness.
That is
Oh goodness.
I told you, Kim,
That's
if
not
I was
good.
in your classroom, your hands would be full.
No, you would be sick of me, and I would be all right with you being sick of me. Yeah, you would be tired. Even my students to this day, when I see them, they laugh at the fact that I don't get angry very quickly, but I think on my feet pretty well.
Yeah.
So for every
Yeah.
twist they had, I had a turn to counter it. So we had a good time, and actually they thanked me for it.
Well, I'm thinking WBOK for you in the morning because it makes my day.
Oh, that is very nice for you to
That's so
say that,
nice.
Elwin. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you ladies go ahead on and continue the show because I'm in physical therapy. He haven't called me up there yet, but he's going to call me to do some physical stuff.
Okay.
So,
Well, you make sure that you are following the directions of the people who are helping you heal, because it seems like this time is going well.
yeah, it's going pretty well.
Good. And that's what we want to keep you on that path.
Yes. Hey, y'all have a great day.
All right.
You
You too,
too.
Elwin. Talk to you later. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Kim.
Bye, Elwin.
My
Gotta love it.
my mom finally hit me back with the numbers.
Okay.
So my grandfather had 19 siblings, 3 sets of twins, and my grandfather was a twin. I was trying to remember. So it was Lennon, which is my grandfather, and Clinton. There was Ceola and Leola, and then Horace and Herman. So those were the twins. But then on my grandmother's side, like I told you, she had 13 children. My mom was the baby. She had 1 set of twins, and that's my Uncle Tommy and his brother Terrence. I've never met Uncle Terrence, because unfortunately he passed. But I can't remember. There's a good amount of people left. There's like 5 or 6. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
We got a few
We
left.
got a few left. But yeah, and then my mother said that, and which is something I just found out. She never told me, but she started off with triplets and then had twins that unfortunately passed away. But I was like, oh no, I told my mom, don't pass that to me, girl. I don't want that. She was like, no, Lord bless her. She just said in the text, Lord bless her. So if I end up with triplets, y'all, it was my mom's fault.
My God.
Yeah.
So my brother doesn't have any children.
Okay.
My parents are each one of 5.
Okay.
My dad, all boys. My dad's the middle of 5 boys. My mom is the baby of 3 sisters and a brother.
Okay.
So all one of 5. But my mom, one of her siblings didn't have any children. Her eldest sister had 3, and then the rest of them had 2, with the exception of my uncle. He had 3.
Okay.
So on my dad's side, though, we have one uncle that has 5 children.
Okay.
And 2 of their siblings don't have any children. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cousins. I have a lot of first cousins, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But because my parents are one of 5 and their parents are from large families, our family is gigantic.
Just as large.
Yeah.
That's why I want a big family too.
Not me, girl. My husband is number 1 of 7. I'm good.
Oh.
You listen to the Front Porch.
Real.
WBOK, number 1 of 10. He's number 7 of 10. My bad. I said
Woo.
it. Thank you. Number 7 of 10.
You said get it right.
You're right.
Get
You're
it
correct.
right.
Your daddy's lucky, number 7. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly cloudy, then partly cloudy. Highs 78 to 83 degrees. There's a chance to break another record for highs today. A spotty stray shower is possible, but majority of southeast Louisiana will stay dry. Winds from the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, patchy fog possible with lows in the 60s. More 80s Saturday ahead of much cooler weather by Sunday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey everybody, it's Graylin Bryant Banks
And Kimber White Dupree
from the Front Porch.
Some combos are too good to miss. Now you can pull up a chair to the Front Porch anytime.
Just search WBOK Media and subscribe to the Front Porch Podcast.
Download, share, and hit us with a 5-star rating because New Orleans culture deserves to be heard loud and clear.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
Hey, y'all, it's Kennedy Shanks.
And it's your boy, Joe Jackson.
Back in the house. And listen, there's a lot going on. I know you didn't go get something to eat, and you talking about, Ken, hey, you want some? Ma'am, you're not making good choices today. I mean, yes, but I mean, you went. You didn't offer before. It's okay. It's okay. Your card is on. We'll fix it. Matter of fact, Joe, what you cooking today?
Oh, today I'm doing fried catfish, real catfish, not the Chinese suede that mush all in your mouth. With some crawfish stew, potato salad, and sweet peas, and a little dinner roll. I may do a little mac and cheese later on, too.
Listen, so you got my lunch.
You know?
Happy me. Appreciate you. So we are back in the building. Listen, Ken I have it for a little while longer, but Joe Jackson is here.
Yes.
Present in the house
to
of the
talk
Lord.
a little bit about this carnival season, because before we get out and before you slide out, I definitely want to get some perspectives about how you felt about this Mardi Gras. I myself said this felt like the most normal carnival that we have had since COVID.
Yes.
I did not feel like they're going to make us go back inside again.
Right.
Because I was like leery. Every year we came out, like worried about, like, are your family members going to be able to survive it? If we're outside, who will we bring this stuff back to? Because this is the super exposure, outside cough, sneeze, all the stuff where everybody is converged.
Right, but with that being said, also, I think I read yesterday, there has been a surge in like the flu or the rhinovirus and all that. So
I got the Zoof.
So y'all put your masks.
Yeah.
How do people say y'all put your masks back on? Okay, if you're double sick, put 2 masks.
Yes. For real.
What? Listen, I want to say they were saying that it was leading to the new strain was leading to like heart attacks and strokes and stuff.
Yeah, because it causes your arteries, I think, to constrict, which is what causes
a heart attack.
And see, I already eat too much fried stuff, so I can't get sick.
Not down here.
I
eat too much
My
too.
nose is only stopped up because I was cleaning up early before I left and my allergies and stuff.
Yeah.
But I made sure I was juiced up, I was medicined up, teed up. You know, so we good.
You know what? We're gonna have to talk about some of these home remedies, because I know that you have
an apothecary.
I know that's right.
We need
I'm trying
that
to get like
for real.
that.
We need that.
Yeah.
504-582-9422. Hello, Pop Jones. Hello.
What's going on,
Pop Jones? Come on now. I can't hear you, baby. What's going on? I guess call us back. Chuck Hunt, good morning.
Good morning. I have to include the producer as well. You four, how are you all doing in these 40 days of Lent? It's great to talk to you again, Kimber. And I was just chiming in on what you and Kendi were talking about earlier. And Kendi, I heard you talking about your episode there at Carnival with this person.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder who the adult and who the children are. These are the main ones. I bet there's someone's not just parents, probably someone's grandparents acting like that, and then they tell me how out of control the children are.
Right.
I said, well, who are the children and who are the adults? You start making you wonder about who's supposed to have the sense here, and I just look at what has occurred with I found out from Gerard and Wick talked about it, and you and Graylin talked about it yesterday. What's been happening with these crews? They're investigating what happened on these various floats what allegedly occurred, and that's a great example. And wondering is who are the adults and who are the children?
Yep. Absolutely.
I finally saw the report. I was on YouTube, and I was looking at the reports like on WWL. I can get on YouTube, and that's how I found what happened when Gerard brought it up. He and Wick were discussing it, and then you all discussed it yesterday. I said, let me just go and look it up. I found it this morning, and I was looking at the report. I saw the child that got hit with the ball. It was the zoo. I know they don't want that kind of attention on him, but I'm happy that the little boy is okay. But think about what the effects that could have in the future for him when he gets older.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's something that we are looking at, but I think in general, New Orleans does things with the idea that people have common sense. And so in most cases, we operate like you should know better.
Right.
But we have people that come here that don't
know better.
And they know better, and they choose to make choices that they know are going to be injurious, or they don't care that they're going to be injurious. So I'm glad that the organizations are doing investigations. I know that Zulu is doing one like as we speak to find out because they don't want that. They don't want that smear. You know, nobody wants to be looked at as if they are causing issue in the community, but acknowledging it is the piece that I need people to do. And also some people got to take their lick. If you did it, you did it.
You did it. And also stop allowing people into places that don't belong into certain spaces. It was at one point in time, it was only set for a certain group of people because those people knew the rules and regulations, how to abide by them, you know, and what was expected. When you're not affiliated with a certain association or a certain group, it's like you can do whatever you want and it doesn't fall on you.
Right.
Also, they think.
Exactly.
But in realistically,
you're a liability
it falls
for
back.
them.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're a liability for them.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Joe, you made a great point, and that's why I look at Zulu. I know you don't want that kind of attention. Think about your history. That's why is he still living? The historian Clarence Becknell, is he still around?
I'm not sure, but if someone is listening, please let me know if Clarence Becknell is still around because I'm not a member, so I don't know.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to him. He comes on and talks about the history of Zulu and when he listened to that history about how it started. And that's what it's all about, so you can have a place to belong. Here we are in Black History Month, and you know this is part of not just New Orleans, but our Black history and United States history. And you want to, I know you want to be well represented.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely do, and I commend the people who are on that investigative team because
exactly
quiet as it's kept. Zulu has his own security. Y'all don't know who they are. You're not supposed to.
Not supposed to.
But they're there. There are people who are on guard at any point in time throughout that parade. However, people are knuckleheads. And, you know, I think that more explanation will likely go into when people are riding because there are specific rules to riding.
Right.
You have to sign waivers. You also are responsible for your own instances of creating issues and liability, and then once they identify who that is, that person is responsible for those injuries for that kid. But I'm not gonna get off Tux because y'all.
That was crazy.
Y'all. Yeah, I got some words for you. But we gotta take this. This break, Chuck.
All right, y'all have a great weekend. Have fun in Lent, in Lent, and also be safe out there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All righty. Bye-bye. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. We'll see you on the other side of this.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Esther Dillard with BIN News Now. The U.S. women's hockey team is shining in gold after rallying past Canada 2-1 in overtime for Milan. U.S. defenseman Layla Edwards, who is black, says this was a special team.
It was unbelievable. This is the best group I've ever been a part of, top down. I think on the ice, off the ice, I love this group to death.
Layla made history as the first black woman to play for the U.S. hockey team at this year's games. The Trump administration is restoring an exhibit on slavery at the historic site in Philadelphia. This after a federal judge gave the administration until Friday to reinstate the exhibit at Independence National Historical Park. The exhibit details the lives of slaves owned by George Washington and his family. And severe weather is gripping millions across the Midwest. Forecasters are also tracking a possible nor'easter along the East Coast for Sunday and Monday. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
We're destined for greatness. Nobody ever thought we would make it. Watch how far we take it. Past the stars and spaceships from a city where the music is sacred. 504. You in the presence of a rebel now. Yeah, we about to take it to another level now. About time everybody got together now. Things are looking better now. We can live forever now.
We made it out the hood. This was never supposed to happen. We was only supposed to sell dope and stick to rapping. Wife beaters bearing arms. I ain't talking fashion. Stereotype cause I was born with this black skin. I hate racism with a motherfucking passion.
Nobody ever thought we would make it. Watch how far we take it. Past the stars and spaceships from a city where the music is sacred. 504. You in the presence of a rebel now. Yeah, we about to take it to another level now. About time everybody got together now. Things are looking better now. We can live forever now.
504, I'm reppin' that now. Aim at your apple, so watch me put the Mac down. They ask me how I made it out of that town. I tell them I ain't never ever back down. Humble shit, I get it poppin', no other option that I'm coming with. World on my shoulders, yeah, that's that stone cold stunning shit. Give me a hell yeah, if you can see we running it underdog central, is all you gonna get. Banks, the name is going round. Promoters is booking them like they're taking them downtown. Somebody not from the city, I'm taking them downtown. Love that I'm from the city, listen to my proud sound. It's worldwide, they recognize who we are. Come on, back at the crib, we neighborhood superstars. It's Soul Rebels and the boy Alpha Banks. First name must be Shy, but we climbing up the ranks. Come on.
Greatness, nobody ever thought we would make it. Watch how far we take it. Past the stars and spaceships from a city where the music is sacred. 504. You in the
Welcome back
presence
to
of
the
a
Front
rebel
Porch
now.
here
Yeah, we
on
about to take it to
WBOK.
another level now.
What we're going to be talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And it's your boy, Joe Jackson.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared on this February 20th, Friday, Free Your Mind Friday. After Carnival, after Lent, we are in this Lenten season. And some people are still detox.
Yeah, I don't think my liver could take any more, even though I had a drink last night. But it wasn't a Mardi Gras drink. It was a recap drink.
Did you see the amount of liquor bottles that were finished over at the Page?
Listen, so how the Page was definitely a page in this weekend. Shout out to Mr. Willie.
Yes, shout out.
You hear me? Y'all know that's one of my
Willie.
favorite bars in the entire first quarter. Not only because of the prices, but because of the location. I stay not too far,
No.
so it's always easy for me just to stumble home and, and stumble back.
Get in and get out. No, but like it is in a prime location because of all the stuff there, right? So that you have that, you got the Black Penny, you got B Sweets. You can hit multiple
Yes,
places,
yeah.
in a certain area. And if you want to get full into the French Quarter, you can. But if you just want to stay on the outside, you can.
Right. And that's what I love, too, because there's this new gas station that opened up. I'm not sure the name of it, but it's the old Exxon. They sell, like, chicken and stuff in there, too.
Okay.
It was a little fiesta for me. It was had too much fiesta flavor for me.
It was jalapeno.
Yeah, a little saison.
It was adobo.
Yeah. It wasn't no Laura's, no Tony's. It was no saison and onion and bell pepper stuff like that. Yeah, and adobo.
Yeah.
It was. Don't get me wrong. It was good.
It was good. Okay.
It just was a little more. It was a little different.
Okay.
Than what I'm used to downtown.
Gave it a little more Caribbean than.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Caribbean, Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they cover the entire diaspora, just like us. But no, when you're expecting one thing and then you get something else, it's like, wait, huh?
Yeah,
but
like,
it wasn't bad. It was just
no, it wasn't bad.
huh?
It was just different. Like even under the bridge. Now there's always a whole bunch of a plethora of different things to eat under the bridge for Mardi Gras. If y'all go to Mardi Gras under the Claiborne Bridge versus the first quarter Mardi Gras, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I found there was a lot more, like you said, Caribbean foods and foods from overseas. We've had like some Vietnamese vendors out there I saw, and some people from Seoul or something. Like it was a whole bunch of different styles of food, which I love. However, I also feel like if we don't get a hold of this,
it's gonna be bulldozed.
Yeah.
Or people gonna step up into spaces that
weren't created for them. Because that space under the bridge was created specifically for us.
Let's run this back.
Yes.
That space under the bridge was black neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
Tremaine, the oldest black neighborhood.
Yeah, it was our neighborhoods that were taken over by the overpass, by the I-10. So in and of itself,
and that's in every hood across the United States, but that's a different topic.
This still Black history. We're gonna have a conversation about a lot more things because but it was a black neighborhood, so therefore children's children, and great grand, like their generations of people who go back to the places because that was where your people's houses were.
Right. And some people still own properties, still own housing in the Tremaine, especially black people are indigenous to New Orleans. However, I think they call them like the crew of Chad now. It's like the crew. The crew of Chad is like I think the news coined the term crew of Chad is like the people that's not from New Orleans or
implants.
Yeah, or
Uh-huh.
either the visitors, but most of the implants
Mhm.
who feel like because they put a tarp down, they stay in that spot. Girl, I
Y'all
want to
don't-
take this tarp
and throw it and which you want it.
okay,
Which you want
listen.
it. Y'all really do too much sometimes, but also like you said in the space, there are spaces that are for people to convene. And yes, I don't want to say nobody is well, like other people can't come, but I also want to say that if you're going to come into a space that was occupied by other people, come and act like you got some sense, because this not yours.
Yeah, it's kind of like I think it's respect to people's spaces, kind of like respect to people's religion. You don't go to a Baptist church and start shouting out Catholicism ideologies
Or
and
anything else. You
know,
respect the house that
you
you're
respect the
in.
space. So when you come into a black space, I think it's important that people learn how to respect.
But we have to learn how to tell them, because just like with recent politics, some of y'all want to profit and make money across all of the different ethnicities and or identifications, all while selling us out. And for that, enough is enough. And we have to start dealing with people who do that.
Yes.
Because now I am watching to see what the outcomes are going to be with regard to these political choices and these recent choices.
Oh, listen.
And those of you who ushered this mess in, I'm coming to talk to you first. Because as for me, you're going to need to stay over there. Because people tried to talk to you, but you saw this was a win for you politically. You saw this a win for you professionally. And you one of the ones who can't sit in a circle with me. I'm sorry. You can eat with their stuff, but stay from around us if you going to keep letting people come in and cause us harm in our community. And enough is for real enough.
I feel like Celia on The Color Purple, whenever she had made that play for and she said, I'm just going to sit here and see what the wall going to be. That's all we can do is to sit here and see what mess she's going to make.
Right.
And how we're going to tip to clean it up.
And again, there are some people that y'all have my phone number, and I have raised questions about your support of people, and even people who look like us, who consistently don't do us service, but they enrich themselves. I'm looking at you as an op. I'm looking at you as an op because, yes, you get a win on your resume. Yes, you get some financial gain, but what are you doing to the community in that process? So when it starts going awry, I'm looking at you first, because don't look for me to help.
Right.
You said they got it. Y'all get it.
Y'all get it.
Y'all get it.
Because we resilient. We'll get it regardless.
Yeah. So, if you feel away when you see me, especially if you see me tonight, listen, I'm not mad. I'm not mad with you. I'm disappointed, or at least I was. But I'm telling you this. If it's a mess, just like that win of the election went on your side, that mess is going on
Take
you too.
everything
And
with it.
I'm not gonna let you
Take
slide
everything with
around
it.
that. I'm just with your whole chest, For real.
Because certain people, like I said, don't understand how politics work really. Like realistically. I'm selling you a dream. Whatever you want to believe, I'm gonna sell it to you. Just so I can get not even your vote, your money, because politics is not even about
And
votes.
y'all
It's
don't
about
be
your
paying
money.
attention to the players
Not
that's
even-
involved. That's what really just killing me. But again, I know that there are certain skills and behavior that I have in terms of monitoring people that I can see. This not good. I see it long before other people. Oh, they're so nice. Look at all the stuff they're giving me. You a sucker, and I don't want you by me because you say it too easily.
Because they're gonna give it to you, but never teach you how to make your own or get your own.
Because you always gotta be attached.
Don't give me a little crumb.
Yeah.
I want to. How did you get to this
"Look,
table?
I'm standing on stage. Look at. Shut up. Get up out my face. Because you look like a clown.
I don't want to sit at the
I
table.
might as well paint your face like a clown, because that's what you've been looking like for the last few years.
With the shucking and jiving.
Child, listen.
As long as I'm at the table, as long as I get me a little piece of bread. It's more than the people who don't have no bread.
The floor is open. You can at me. Especially, I know this wench is listening today. The one who said, I need to know how people feel about me. You especially. You one of the worst ones. So you could add me. Matter of fact, you should have my phone number. You could call me and we could hash it out. We could talk and we could do it on a public platform because I still said what I said, and how you move is still representative of what I am saying. So unless you can refute what I'm saying with some facts, get out my face. So with that.
And I also think people have put too much stock in how we're supposed to feel about their opinion about us. And they get upset whenever you don't react how they want you to react, or you aren't offended or want to adjust yourself to fit what they seem is correct.
People who are dishonest with themselves expect you to be dishonest with themselves as well.
Yes.
I know who I am. I know who I am. My parents knew who I was to them in each stage of my life that they were present for. So your opinion of me, I do care how people perceive me, but my important things about perceiving me, was I fair? Was what I did in reaction to what you did or said? Because if I started it, it's me. I got to take my lick. But if you started it and you can't tell me how far to go, you could have just left me alone.
I have this thing. When I meet people, if something a little off, I automatically diagnose them with a mental disability. So whenever we have
not you diagnosing people.
When they say something that's kind of little, I just chalk it up to them. They're a little off, y'all. They're a little off.
I don't mind differences of opinion.
You're right at all.
What I do mind is
lack
the
of comprehension,
audacity or saying that I have to think your way just because you think that way.
Right.
I also people who just want to be people who want to be adverse just to anything.
Yeah.
I pay attention to that too, because
some people just want to push the button.
What's your real beef?
I push the envelope, I should say.
I mean, is this for fodder or is this how you really feel? Because you sound crazy right now. Or you sound like you don't preserve yourself. And anybody who is willing to be disrespectful to themselves, and I see that, I already know what you do to me, so I'm not giving you no pass.
And I think some people push the envelope or become devil's advocate to see how intelligent you are in that specific conversation or that specific field. Like, let me see if she really knows what she's talking about.
But also they do it just to see, like, well, maybe you don't know.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
I can figure out how I can manipulate you based on your response.
Exactly.
I might tell you something. I might show you that I don't know something all the while I'm watching you. You don't know who watching. You don't know who watching.
That's my favorite thing to do is to play dumb.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and this city is so small that families, you can't always tell who's related. And oftentimes I have noticed that people like to talk biggity. I can't change the language on that one. I do too. But when I say it, I want you to hear what I'm saying. You be hoping I don't hear it.
Right.
I heard it. You looking for me to have some overt and big reaction to what it is that you said or done. I'm not. But the unfortunate thing about me, unfortunate and fortunate, I'm patient. And I hold things. I don't forget nothing. And if I know you went out your way to cause me or somebody I cared for some pain, that opportunity always presents itself for you to get that, that return. I'm not gonna seek you. I'm not gonna, and that's the thing. I'm not a person. You did me this, I'm gonna do that. No. But don't trust me. Don't trust me ever in life.
Especially if you know.
Ever in life.
That you've crossed me or was ill or caused me any kind of ill will or anything. Don't.
And unnecessarily so. Unnecessarily so, for real. But here we are.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, I think I'm going to go home after and get some tea for my throat. I made some this weekend. There was some. I found some Monglier.
Okay.
I have to find some more. One of my friends came in town from Lafayette.
Okay.
So they saw my post and his grandmother and one of my other friends. They bought me two little bundles. So I made a batch of tea. If you don't know what Monglier is, it's a root that you can boil. It's very, very bitter, but it's great for like detoxing and like after Mardi Gras madness. It gets all the bugs out, like all the your scratchy throats, all your upset stomachs, all the things.
Okay.
Munglier root. I want to say it's called, the scientific is like ground thistle. Groundsel-bush. I'm sorry, groundsel-bush.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
Groundsel-bush. Yes, groundsel-bush.
Because we need some apothecary. Say the word, because I can't.
Apothecary.
There we go. We need some of that.
Yes, and that's also a major part of black history too.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand black magic, when I say the black magic, I don't mean like
hocus pocus.
Yeah, I mean like magic that black people that were used by black people that was indigenous to not only New Orleans but like Native Americans and Louisiana.
The people who were here before.
Right, using certain plants and certain herbs and certain, times of the day or certain times of the week to be able to produce certain tinctures and stuff like that. All that is forms of magic for black people, So I think it's important that we get back to that. It's always demonized when people see you practice traditional African practices or things that we have been doing for years or for centuries.
Yes. Eons, actually.
Yes.
People demonize what they don't understand, but we understand this pedophilia, and y'all not demonizing that.
Hello.
So can y'all make this make sense? Because it's dumb.
It's
dumb.
Because why?
Yeah. You listen. I
still
threw it out there because we got time. Because we're going to come back and for real have some real conversations. But the things that we do know, you do know what pedophilia is.
Yeah.
We do know that other nations are
and that was not a part of our culture.
That are starting to punish people of their citizenry. Somebody got their own brother, cousin, whatever arrested. But the person with the poopy pants and the bad toupee and the orange skin, y'all know what pedophilia is, and y'all not doing nothing about it. So where's the villainization of that? I'm asking for myself.
And I'll answer that question. It's the same reason why Christians only go over to homosexuals and not fat people, even though even though overeating is one of the seven.
Gluttony.
Yes, gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. It's because we're all fat. So if they're all doing it, then they're not going to convict somebody who's doing it as well.
Which is, again, for us, every time y'all present me but the white people doing it,
because
I'm telling you to go jump off a bridge because that was not of us. And
even
so
the royal bloodline. What?
Incest. Anyway, we're going to talk about it. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hoops, Heat, The Truth, on demand. Ball Don't Lie is now live on all podcast platforms. Tap in, search WBOK Media, find Ball Don't Lie, and bring the fire with you wherever you go. Download, share, and leave that 5-star review because the game doesn't stop when the show ends.
Good morning and happy Friday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Today is the first Friday of Lent, which means a lot of you will be looking for a fish fry or hot-boiled crawfish. And for local seafood spots, the next few weeks are their Super Bowl. So right now, the crawfish app shows prices in New Orleans are about $6.79 for a pound of boiled crawfish, and it is about $4.96 for a pound of live crawfish. And if you would prefer to have fried fish, you can go to WDSU.com, where we have posted the Archdiocese Lenten Season Fish Fry Calendar. Then we've learned when the late civil rights leader and educational pioneer Dr. Norman C. Francis will be laid to rest. The longtime Xavier University president will lie in repose at the school's Convocation Center on Monday, March 2nd from 9 to 3. Visitation is at 4, followed by a memorial program at 5. His funeral will then take place Tuesday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. at St. Louis Cathedral. Finally, this year's Tep Fest kicks off tonight. It is happening at the Mary Queen of Vietnam Church on Dwyer Boulevard in New Orleans East. The annual festival celebrates...
The Historic New Orleans Collection presents a new exhibition open through June 7th, 2026. The Trail They Blazed. Built collaboratively with people who participated in the local civil rights movement, The Trail They Blazed presents stories of social and racial justice straight from the people who lived them. Listen to leaders tell their stories of resistance and persistence in their own voices, recorded by of the historic New Orleans collection. Plan your visit to 520 Royal Street in the French Quarter and reserve your free tickets at hnoc.org today.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
The absence of light is darkness. Where there is darkness, there is fear. Fear of the unknown. Let's explore that unknown fear as we journey into the depths of your mind called the Rebel Zone.
I'm black, that's that. You can't change me, and that's a fact. I'm black, that's that. You can't change me, and that's a fact. I'm black as silk, homegrown down to the bone. My niggas like, yo, boy, I got it going on. I'm on a rampage, I don't give a damn. You can't check me, I know who I am. I'm creative, spectator. I'm divine, I'm black, and that's divine.
The Rebel Zone, and there's no return.
Welcome to the Rebel Zone!
What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And it's your boy, Joe Jackson.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared bringing us back from break. Who was that, Jared? That was nice. Rebel, huh? Soul Rebels? Okay, yeah, Soul Rebels always gets it done. And that was a good one to continue us along with the conversation. New Orleans, Monique, Louisiana. You be doing too much, friend. And I can say that because you're a Taurus like me. But New Orleans, Monique, Louisiana. You and your people, they need to come to the front. Some of us be ready to be offended at the drop of a damn. They look to be offended.
Yes.
And that's exhausting. It's tiring. We want you to want more. We want you to do more. But like it is really, really exhausting about the kind of beefs we create. They don't be about nothing. Nobody did nothing. Nobody said nothing.
Especially.
But here we go.
I've seen recently, which I thought was funny, the whole Keith Lee debacle with New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so look, y'all know Keith Lee loves New Orleans.
Yes.
He always supports. So
everybody.
Yes, and even us smaller play lunch people too. He did come to pull up to the trap. He did, most definitely. We recorded a video. He just didn't post it because he didn't want to get anybody in trouble who sells plays out of the house and stuff like that too.
Right.
So that was the reason for him not posting the people that he frequented who weren't in brick and mortars.
Uh-huh.
But he did come show us love, most definitely. However, he's doing a family day.
Mm-hmm.
I think in a couple of weeks. Shout out to Buku Tracy. That's my good Judy. You hear me?
All right. Is that the one who you like the banana pudding and something else?
Oh no.
Some kind of cakes.
That's Vanna banana pudding out the east.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
My good sister Buku Teresa, she does like reviews and like where to goes and what's going on in New Orleans and
like food influencing.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but she does like parties, she does food, she does like everything now. She's like the #1 New Orleans influencer to me. That's one of my favorites. Shout out to my good sister. You hear me? Y'all go follow her on all social media. Buku Tracy, right? So they've teamed up, I think, also with Larry Morrow.
Uh-huh.
To do Family Day in the park. It's supposed to be this big family food festival. And to me, it's been presented as it's more things to do as a whole family, not just to walk around and eat and, get drunk and stuff, which is, we love that in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's our favorite thing to do. But realistically, there's nothing for the children to do, at these festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this one is more geared towards, the
family.
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 Right.
Uh-huh.
But so he made the comment that this is going to be the best festival in New Orleans. And in typical New Orleans fashion, everybody got all upset. What you mean this could be the best festival in New Orleans? You never been to a festival in New Orleans, So it's like.
Everybody think their festival is the best in
Yes.
the morning. Everything we do in New Orleans, we all think is
the best.
So, I mean, I don't know if that was something to get up in arms about so much. Not for real.
At all, at all. I think it's more or less of them not being included. Everybody wants to be.
So, okay. I have concerns, and I also have a perspective where we do a lot of welcoming people here to New Orleans, but some of the people who we welcome here, they also want to change the landscape of things. And for that, I don't like. Having been an educator for almost 20 years now, when people come here from other places, we want you to help, but we don't want you to change us, improve, make us better, right?
Right.
But don't say that what we're doing is wrong. That's what bothers me the most about what it is that we do on preserving culture, right? I don't care if you're white, black, maroon, whatever, purple. Come here and find out what we have going on here. and then see how you can
Improve
how you can
or
add to
or be inspired.
Yeah.
But don't
come here telling us that we doing wrong because we was here before the rest of y'all.
Especially if you came here and you were romanticized by New Orleans and you love the beignets and the French Quarter and the jazz and the French Quarter and the second lines and all those things. But New Orleans comes with a whole lot too.
Yeah.
You know, that we have not only accepted because we had no other reason to, but they are literally a part of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
The way we do things, the way we handle each other, the way we, certain things or we just tolerate. And even though it may not be our favorite thing about New Orleans, it's what makes New Orleans New Orleans, and we all understand that.
And there's some things that we can help. Like we can take the help. That's not the problem.
Right.
But don't come try to change. Like, don't move next to a bar and talk about the noise too loud, baby.
Yeah, because what are you
is
talking
wrong
about?
with you?
This is a bar in New Orleans.
What is wrong with you?
New Orleans is one I feel like is one of the drinking capitals of the world.
It is. It's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot of good. It's a lot of celebration that happens because we recognize a lot of the pain that happens that we're still living in, and we have to find a way to continue through. And sometimes you got to throw it off you and shake it off you so that you can continue on with the progress.
Right.
Listen,
Because
try to change
all those things were used to transmute energy that they put on us. Whether it was the dancing in the streets, whether it was the shaking, whether it was the loud, whether it was the vulgarity, whatever it was, all those things were used as tools to transmute that energy, to get it off of us.
Exactly.
That's why I see people they come to our clubs and they don't like to see girls twerk. And if you notice, and this is my as a bounce rapper, as a MC, as an entertainer, I feel New Orleans girls don't twerk or shake to be sexual.
No. It is instinctive because if you go and visit the continent, there are multiple tribes who use their bodies to communicate,
exactly,
to celebrate, to spread joy. All of that is something that's in our DNA. Because
most definitely.
Because while some people have to be taught, most of us don't. Most of us don't have to be taught how to do it.
We have an innate ability just to feel a rhythm, I feel a beat, I feel a frequency. And certain people can't.
Right.
So when they see us tap into that, it's like,
what's wrong with us? Nothing.
What's
wrong
right
with you?
With us?
And why is it that it's already because you don't understand it or don't know it? You jump into, this wrong. No, it's not.
Right.
It's not wrong.
Like even scientifically, when you move your back and your spine a certain type of way, it releases certain
endorphins, and serotonin. Yeah. That's why you feel happier when you're moving your body, and then moving it to music. In addition to that, I mean that's all good.
Shout out to the church at twerk.
That's stuff you need. Yes, for sure. 504-582-9422. What up, Josh?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good. What's going on? You made it back to Georgia?
I've been made it back here, but I'm listening to these crawfish prices. Man, listen, y'all fighters against the wrong people right now. Now.
When did it hit $6? Because I know I had crawfish Saturday.
Over $6 a pound of crawfish? Are you?
But it was $5 or something last year, or it was even higher than that last year. High.
It was high last year.
This is just for people on St. Charles Avenue now. Say, bro, that's when you take the streets for. I'm willing to go come down there and take the streets over for that. Who raised these crawfish prices?
And also, who lowered the size of the crawfish? I feel like I was eating crawfish like Tic Tacs this weekend.
Ooh, yeah, they were not big.
Small and they cost too much money with
it.
They didn't get big and strong all the way this season.
This is blasphemous. No, man. No, we need to take to the streets. They're going to wait till Jesse died to pull this off.
But who do we take to the streets to? Because
we'll find when we get in the streets.
I don't think the people who are bringing the crawfish in are purposely selecting small crawfish.
I'm
not worried about that. I'm worried about who set the price. Where that do that?
I don't know. Who sets the crawfish prices? Let me look and see.
I want to know who set the prices. Who told him to say we can sell these red roaches for $6 over $6?
So a couple of years ago, they actually lobbied for if there was if they're imported crawfish or imported whatever, they had to be properly marked. Because people were passing Chinese crawfish. Yeah. But that's because they farmed their crawfish to be bigger, a little bit, and ours are because of the brackish waters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So they can up the price just because of that. basically.
So the docks create the price
Mr.
for the
Jim
week.
Jackson, I don't care about the
Listen,
time.
Josh.
I want the person who set the price.
Josh,
care about the
listen.
time.
The docks create the prices for the week. The wholesalers go around to the retailers and say, here's some crawfish and this is what they're going to cost. And then they'll say, we dropped them $1 last week. Like that's the people who are going out to get it setting the prices.
Because they feel
But
like
we need to talk to them. We need to talk to them because this is too much for me. This is too much for me. Over $6 a pound?
But let me ask this. Did you still eat some?
No, I haven't eaten nothing yet, but I can't afford them now. I got to go get a PPP loan.
Don't do that. Because I don't want you
To
to
get me a
slide
pound
in the handcuffs like these other people. We want all the
Hey,
criminals.
bro, crawfish, I'm willing to go to jail for crawfish if it takes that.
Not
This is
to
ridiculous.
jail. No, Josh.
This is ridiculous. No. And
Josh, we're not
also,
going to jail over crawfish, my love.
they're doing a terrible job of running these foreigners out the neighborhood. You need to start doing stuff to them to make them don't feel as comfortable in New Orleans. Steal their dogs. Steal their dogs. Go in their gates. Go in their mail. Just show them no respect.
You trying to get people killed, Josh, not jail. You trying to get people shot.
Well, them people from out of town ain't got
You
no
know them
guns.
people
They
and
ain't
them
shoot
dogs,
nobody.
they don't play behind them animals. They care more about animals
They
than they
do
do
about
about
us.
life.
Behind them, they ain't gonna you steal enough of them. They go try to rally, but they gonna realize it's not working. Y'all need to let them hood people back in there and do their thing now. Turn on their fire hydrants and get in them. Anything you can do. Play loud music up the street. They don't even do that no more. Play loud music 2 in the morning up the street like they did my grandmother.
Lord have mercy.
Make them move out that way. Y'all got to irritate them to move out. You're making them too comfortable.
No,
If you don't make them,
we
I
need
can't ask you
people
join
to
this fight
buy
because you live on the West
property
Bank.
and invest into the city. So I don't want to say people can't come here. I
No, we can
just
invest
want
in our
people
own
to
property.
come here and stop touching stuff.
No, don't buy it. They buy property here. They go try to change the whole
They
landscape.
should have a voice. But if the people who are here are serious about maintaining traditions, then yes, you get to show your voice. But according to the collective, y'all, no, we're not doing that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Why are you trying to compromise with folks that's not trying to compromise with you? They ain't compromising. The gloves are off at this point.
No,
It's
the
been going
people
over
who are
5 years
laying
now.
down, it's not that they don't want to compromise. The people who have the ability to show up and vote, the people who have the ability to show up to council meetings, the people who have the ability to show up where people are asking for your input on certain things. No, we dropping the ball. That ain't them.
I don't care about
Just
that.
like children. Children ask you for the most ridiculous things. But as the adult, you have the right to say no. And so
I
as
understand
the
what you're
citizens,
saying.
as the
I'm sorry that
citizenship,
our citizens
stop
in
letting
New Orleans-
people
Listen,
go forward
Tim-
with their plan without you saying something.
Timber, the people of our city is not that versed in politics, so we can't. They're not being schooled on that. They're just being
So
schooled
my
on how to
question
pass tests.
is, if you got these hats, these Mardi Gras colors, the leg warmers, the booty shorts, the boots, the
Yeah.
jumpers, and all of those things, that required some search on your part. So if
But
you
they've been
can
trained to
educate
do that. They've
yourselves
been
on
trained to
getting
do
those
that.
things, I don't care that you're telling me that you're not educated on something. You have a supercomputer in your phone, your back pocket, in your purse.
I
If you
feel you,
don't
but
use
they're not
that,
trying to look at
then
all that, looking at the
we
fights and
can't
stuff.
complain
What
because
I'm
the
trying to tell
citizens
you
don't do
is
their part.
Let's have them fights in their neighborhoods. Let's have them DJs in their neighborhoods. Let's run them out by being so New Orleans that they can't take it.
But that's the thing.
We've been-
The people that we put into these political arenas, they make like I remember being under the bridge and being at Mardi Gras until late at night. You know, at 6:00 Mardi Gras evening, it was police sirens blasting, irritating everybody under the bridge
Carnival don't end till 12 o'clock.
to 12.
midnight.
But they came to where we were under the bridge, where all the black folks were, put their sirens on loud, 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 and basically said, like, y'all Mardi Gras over. Like, you know, but we allowed that because that's what we voted for. That's the things that we allow into our neighborhoods, you know. So like you said, I think we need to first find out what it is that we want in our neighborhoods and what it is that we don't want.
So we
Yeah,
have
but
to
we don't
step
want-
up and do what we're supposed to do when we see this is another thing we do because it matter. Ooh, there are people who won't critique or correct other people because they do business with them. and you be quiet, you take your money, and you watch our culture erode. For that, again, that's the problems of the citizenship. You can't put that on other
people. Those are folks who don't love that part of New Orleans. They don't love that part that we enjoy. So
they love that part of New Orleans because they don't like the lack of seasoning with them other people. So they want to vacillate between two worlds. You have to pull the plug on some of those people. You my color, but you not my kind. And these people in particular about you not my color and not my kind are those of you who consistently say, I'm black, but I ain't that black. I'm black, but I don't send my kids to where black kids go. I send my kids to white kids go because that's better. No, you're sending your kids to be mistreated. Then you're saying, oh, my legacy has gone to this school for this many generations. Yes, and you look like them. You look like you act like them, but then you want black people to spend their money with you. Go to hell.
Yeah, but that's another fight that's been going on for the longest. I remember when I was going to Clark, right? I had a history teacher, and I asked her, "Do she have kids?" She said, "Yeah, I got a daughter." I said, "Where she go to school at?" She said, "She go to 35." I said, "Okay, why you don't let your daughter come in where you work at?" She told me in my face, "I don't want my daughter around you N-words."
And that therein lies
no
problem. Because it be your own people. But y'all keep letting y'all own people slide, and enough is enough. We got to take this break, Josh.
And she was dark as I don't know what, too. Black rubber tie dog. And said that. I said, man, without any hesitation. I'm like, if you don't educate us, eventually us N-words will be around you anyway.
Well, the thing is that unfortunately, while you talking about you don't want your kids to be around them N-words, them other people that you licking the cracks of their behinds, they call you that. To your face and behind your back.
And not only that, but treat you like it too.
Hello? So you the help, mind you.
That's the main thing. Treat you like it.
The help.
The joke is on her anyway because Talk wound up becoming 35 anyway. Ha ha.
You are 35. But anyway, we got to take this break, Josh.
All right.
You listen to The Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly cloudy, then partly cloudy. Highs 78 to 83 degrees. There's a chance to break another record for highs today. A spotty stray shower is possible, but majority of southeast Louisiana will stay dry. Winds from the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, patchy fog possible with lows in the 60s. More 80s Saturday ahead of much cooler weather by Sunday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey, everybody, it's Graylin Bryant Banks.
And Kimberly Dupree.
From the Front Porch, y'all. You know how we do. Every Monday, it's Movie Monday.
And Tuesday, it's Trivia Tuesday.
And y'all know we have nothing but bad cheering coming through here on Wednesday.
But stick with us. On Thursday, we travel.
That's right. And Friday's Free Your Mind Friday, so get your brass up.
Something on your mind? Want to get it off your chest?
Holla at your people. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to.
All day long.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
When it comes to family planning, should you go with a will or a trust?
A will is like leaving instructions to the court. It tells them who gets what, but your family still has to go through a succession, which can be costly and time-consuming.
A trust, on the other hand, avoids court altogether. So when the time comes, everything transfers smoothly to your loved ones.
It's a little more work up front, but way less hassle and expense later. Plan smart, save time, and take care of your family.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kim White Dupree.
And it's your boy, Joe Jackson.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared. We are sitting here still reminiscing through carnival season and some of the things that are happening or did happen during carnival season. Don't try and come make up with me now. You heard what I said. So yeah, we're definitely having a good time. You don't want to tell the people hello? You done walked in here already. You say hi, everybody. What is happening?
The headphones.
Go ahead.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Use your real voice. That's annoying.
Hey.
Bye.
I love you.
Thank you for these cold hash browns.
I was going to bring them to you, but then I was.
Your favorite senior has one. This is her last day from school. Well, that ain't even nothing. 504-582-9422. Good morning, Elmore.
Yes, how you doing? Always
well.
a pleasure to listen to you all.
How you doing?
Oh yeah, always a pleasure to listen to you. No, my comment is just that the people, and I'm talking about Afro Americans in most cities that has majority. We have to make our leaders accountable, and that's not. And whites not doing the same thing either. We need to make our leaders accountable, and I think, please forgive me for all due respect. I think we have a tendency to believe in our people, and that's why we want to be voters and vote for our people. But we're finding out that just because they look like us don't mean they think like us. And no form of disrespect. They're not, maybe unconsciously, consciously, they may not think like us, and maybe I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but we have to make our people accountable. I mean, we can't get scared to say, well, you're not doing the right. I think we kind of, please forgive me, we kind of scored, if you will. Please, I didn't say scared, scored to do the right thing, to let our people know you got to be, you work for us, we don't work for you.
Exactly.
And I think that white folks are starting to understand now that those people, they have twisted that way. If you notice, when you talk to politicians, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, or what have you, they get very defensive when you put them in check. And they try to make you look stupid. If you don't understand it, you'll be going along like the person that asks the question is stupid. So let's make them accountable. White, black, Hispanic, Asian American, based on the location, the demographics where we live. So what happens is Afro-American politicians, let's make them accountable. Let's not be scared to, you don't have to be disrespectful to make them accountable. And that's what we need to do, brothers, sisters.
Well, thank you for that, Elmore.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, ma'am. You have it's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Bye-bye. So I want to hold everybody accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this mindset of white people have gotten away with things so long that we should slide. I don't have that idea, but I know that has been a practice for quite a few people who have amassed a certain amount of money and or people who have gained certain access. Our community gives them a pass, and we've got to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Pastors, stop giving black men passes, black women passes too, because they've amassed a certain amount of money. Prime example, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was drugging people. Oh, but he's America's dad. Bill Cosby was
drugging people.
He was about to buy an MB. Bill Cosby was drugging people. Oh, well, he's just a man. Shut up talking to me. We're done. We are done when we get to that point, okay? This most recent thing, Puffy. Oh, we got to pray. Yes, we got to pray that Puffy gets the correct help and punishment because he has been a holy hell terror to many people.
Yes.
Because why? He has money.
And the change.
He has money. Just because you have money does not mean that you're a good person. And in addition to that, people who have amassed a certain amount of money often are terrible people.
Because sometimes it takes that to be able to amass that.
You have to be cutthroat in a lot of spaces. You know what I'm saying? So giving them a pass is insane. Russell Simmons is on the run because he raped people.
Isn't he like literally in Bali?
Yes, to avoid extradition because we don't. Hello.
And aren't there currently like celebrities going
to Bali
to see him and seek advice about?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
and yes, people outside of our community who are not a part of our community are causing us harm, and we need to seek justice for us and our people. But for people who in our community doing this, stop giving these people a pass. It's ridiculous. And, it's really a lot of rapey type behaviors that have been going on a long time. There is this rape culture that Christians, even while waving the Bible in that one hand, they also excuse a lot of behaviors in the other hand, especially with this pedophilic president and his cohorts. A lot of Christians who are unchristian-like in their speak and in their actions, you voted for him. You voted for him because he has money.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's in support of Christianity when all of his actions speak to the contrary. Something wrong with y'all. Because, I'm not a...
or they see something right in him.
You identify with something.
Hello.
Which means y'all got to go too. You have to go away from me with that.
The whole Christian nationalist...
Go away, Geraldo. Go away with the... Tim Scott. That's the most racist thing I've ever seen from this administration. Is it the most racist thing you've seen from that guy? It's not. There's no way you can say that. You were very particular about your words.
Oh, yeah, listen. And especially with in the media, they are very particular of how they...
Phrasing.
Yes.
Phrasing matters.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this. This show going fast today. It's the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Esther Dillard with BIN News Now. The mayor of Washington, D.C. has declared a state of emergency and requested federal funding to help respond to a massive sewage spill in the Potomac River. Mayor Muriel Bowser's office said the city is asking for a presidential disaster declaration to deal with the emergency.
And an emergency will allow us to seek reimbursement for D.C. water.
Memorial services for the Reverend Jesse Jackson will be held in 3 U.S. cities. Jackson's civil rights organization, the Rainbow Push Coalition, says funeral services will be held next week, while memorial services for Jackson will be held in early March in Washington, D.C. and South Carolina. And the Congressional Black Caucus announced a national strategy to push back against systemic attempts to weaken legal protections for minority communities, emphasizing the need for vigilance and sustained civic engagement. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
WBOK, what we want to talk about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And it's your boy, Joe Jackson.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared on this Free Your Mind Friday. That is from now on, if I'm not mistaken. And that is what's the name of the band? Young Bloods. Yes. Is it Young Fellas? No, it's the Young Bloods, because Young Bloods they're from Canada, and then the Young Fellas are from here. But yeah, we got a whole lot of things that need to be unpacked and discussed, and from health to identity to acceptance, because a lot of people who don't feel accepted in some communities go searching for love in all the wrong places and acceptance from other communities, and partly because they get mistreated by the ones who should welcome them. But we got a call, 504-582-9422. Good morning, Brother JP.
Good morning. Good morning, New Orleans.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I'm not sure what we really talking about, but when I step outside in these beautiful city streets of ours, I really just think we missing some love, huh?
Oh, for sure. We need some.
Mm-hmm.
We need some, but I think people's idea of love is kind of warped.
Well, I think so. I think people actually doing what they really love out here. And I mean, what I mean to say is, like, what's the slogan that Kane says? Only what? One love, huh? So
apparently,
I think
no.
people
There are
really,
several different kinds.
Well, yeah. So they do have a degree, right? But you either going towards one side or the other. And I just don't see it. I actually love the fact that we're on the gold standard now, right? That we're in this new golden era, the golden age. It's a dramatic cycle. But with the golden age, we cannot forget the golden rule. The golden rule is love. Look, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care to hear anything other than, because we won't start quoting rules. Well, what's the law? What's the law say? Well, what's the rule? Oh, we see rules and laws are applicable in that's situational. I'm reminded of the word. I'm from New Orleans. This is our faith culture. I grew up by faith. That's what we got. The word I remember, my grandma. See, my grandma, and that's the difference too. See, my grandma and your grandma ain't sitting at the same bayou no more. You know why? Because my grandma 88 years old. Your grandma 55 years old. So they don't sing the same song. But when I'm reminded of that word, I'm reminded of the word that says, you cannot have two masters. For you will love one and hate the other. The thing about it, though, he did not say that you can't have two masters, being one being God and the other one being the devil. He literally said you can't have two masters, one being God and the other one, he used the term mammon or something like that. I'm not really, for what? But money, right? Either you love what? God, which is what? You. Yourself. When I see another person, I don't see a difference. Like look at a tree, right? So you're looking at a tree, and they got different branches on the tree. Now, just because you on the left side of the tree, your branches stretch out over there, right? So you might got like brown leaves, a couple of rusty little ones and stuff like that. And on the other side of the tree, way on the other side of the tree, it might just be facing a different portion of the sun. So it didn't get, it didn't turn as dark. It's not as light, all that foolishness. Right? But ain't nowhere in the world you cannot tell me that tree, those tree lines, those branches don't connect back to that one divine thing. And I swear, oh my God, if my grandma was still alive, my heart be hurting.
All right.
It's awful.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. You have a good weekend, okay? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are some pieces that are valuable in what was shared, and that people are not showing love. And part of the reason why I think people are not showing love is because people don't really know what love means. I don't think they understand what love means. And so love has taken on different variations. And then we have, things that muddy the water. Love languages. Jesus Christ. So I think a lot of people don't take stock into themselves and they look for completion in other people, which causes people to go above and beyond themselves and not honoring themselves. And then when other people don't give that back, they feel like those people don't love them because it's not a transaction.
Right. I feel like when people speak about like the love factor in New Orleans, it specifically derives from community and neighborhood. That feeling of going outside and always feeling like you're surrounded by family. After Katrina, everybody was displaced. At one time it was, I'm from the 6th wall, I'm from the 7th wall, I'm from the 8th wall. And now it's like, I sit in the 6th wall, but then I moved to the 8th wall, and then I moved to the east, and I moved. So that lack of knowing somebody, growing up with somebody, and having a family, extended family, is no longer there. So I feel like that's what people feel like, the love in New Orleans is going, when in actuality, be neighborly to who's your neighbor.
It's a couple things, right? Because I am from New Orleans, and my parents, if they were still alive, would be 81 this year. My mom would be making 81 March 23rd. My dad would be making 81 in October. So the commonality of an older generation, I get, because I know that language, or my grandparents, because my grandparents would be, of course, over 100 now. But we don't do a good job of communicating the expressed differences in that, like, you may call somebody your cousin. I may call somebody cousin. It doesn't mean we have different values. It actually means we have different language. Because if you talk to different or intergenerations and have different conversations with different levels of of generations and age groups, the basic piece that everybody's looking for is to be respected. Older people feel like younger people don't respect them, all while older people don't respect younger people because of youth, and that's out of pocket. And then younger people don't respect older people because, like, you don't know what you're talking about. But older people have value because they have lived experiences. But we can't come to the commonality of saying that your viewpoint is valuable, especially if you don't agree. And that in and of is the biggest problem. You get to say something is not okay, right? I see debates online all the time, and I can see both sides. And based on my experience and based on my exposure, I may lean one way or the other, or still remain in the middle, and that's my prerogative. But it's people devaluing other people's opinions and feelings that becomes an issue. That becomes a big issue. You cannot discount young people because they haven't had the same experiences, and they won't have it, because what used to live with, ain't there no more. A lot of it ain't there no more, and many of it is breaking because a lot of our elders upheld systems that weren't beneficial to our community.
Right.
So those
just for
pieces,
a seat at the table, not even for a
not
check.
for equity, not for uplift. It's just to be recognized and get a pat on the head, which is what I feel like people who do a whole lot to get money and acquire stuff. Is like, you're looking for somebody to say good job, but like, look at what you did and look at what you destroyed to get that.
But I feel like that's the culture of New Orleans, especially in music. And that's why we have so many artists who have influence and given their music and written for these big artists and these big time celebrities, and they working at doing whatever, just to make ends meet. And this person has made millions off of
their work.
Yes, and it was all just so we could say, don't worry about the paperwork. I just want to be on, have my name on it. I just want to have my. But in reality, they are coming here to us for a specific thing, and that's our ashe that we carry, and they need that in order to be able to manifest whatever it is. And they do that. They take it, manifest it, and then leave us.
Yeah, and that is like a huge, unfortunate reality that we are in now. And one of the comments says it's about selfishness. Everybody wants to do it their way. I want everybody to have their way, but it means that you may not get it all your way. We have to figure out ways to compromise. That's what we have difficulty with, because well, I should get my say and it should go my way because I said it. And then other people feel that way too. If we can't figure out a way for everybody to be happy, then we're going to constantly be having this round and round circular argument that lands us with no production. Like something is not going to happen completely for everybody. But if we can get to the point where everybody's needs are met, then the rest of it is whatever.
Because I feel like even when it turns like in terms of political wise, you know, there's a lot of us that do that will forfeit our platform just to be accepted or be, you know, or just get a little crumb, not realizing that if we all come together, that's the reason why the black vote is so divided in New Orleans, because we don't know what we want.
Well, we don't know who we are. Let's start there.
To know what we need.
Yeah, we don't know who we are, and part of the reason that we don't know who we are is because we purposely look for ways to make us different than what we know we are. So we want to be specific kind of black people.
Even if we go deep as the Creoles. Anywhere else in America,
black.
It's your one drop rule.
You black.
But only in Louisiana, if you a little bit of something else, well, you Creole. That's only to a buffer, and that buffer was created on purpose.
It was to sow discord and division, because when you put children and continued into adulthood, you treat people more preferential for no other reason than ability or skin color.
It's going to cause a rift between me and my sister.
Yeah, it's going to cause discord, and the responsibility of loving them doesn't escape you. You don't get to say I don't love you because you look a different shade. But then we have a conversation, and let's go ahead and get into it. We're talking about colorism right now.
Yeah,
fair-skinned people have this thing of wanting to show how oppressed they are without identifying the privilege that exists. And I'm not saying that there's not enough apologies that need to go around, because there are quite a few. Because if I see you cause me harm, the next time I see you, I'm gonna cause you harm. It's a lot of that happens when it comes to colorism. But for me, the most disingenuous piece is for a person who is fair to not acknowledge that there is and there has been some privilege that they have experienced. Now, to say that other people have not been mean to you, that I'm not going to even try and say that, but I'm going to say that 9 times out of 10 is not because you were fair, it's because you were a witch with a B, and a big one. And so therein lies a lot of the issue. It's not because of your skin color, it's because you got nasty ways.
So I also think that's because, like I said, the buffer was created to where they were treated preferential and we weren't. So, of course, we looked at them a certain type of way, like, how come they get this and how come they get that? And then I feel like after so many generations of them being, you know, bashed or not necessarily looked down upon, but looked at sideways by the black community because of how come you can and we can, they developed a certain persona about themselves. Oh, because it's because I'm light skinned, that's why.
No, I think they understood it. But there was a point in time where people would use their skin color to open doors. For instance, during voting, if you had somebody who was passing, some of them did create access, right? That's using your privilege. But those who hoard privilege and or use privilege to separate yourselves, and again, to say, oh, I'm not that kind of black. Yeah, again, y'all can go to hell. I really need to be very clear about this. You are the people in the community that cause us problem. Now, on the other hand, we have people who may not be fair, but who may come from money. And they also use their money as a means of one-upping or separating themselves. Y'all can go to hell too, because you're not helping us. You're not helping.
I'm a good one.
A good one what?
A good what?
N-word?
I'm a good one.
A good help? I mean, let's be really, really clear about the messaging that we are spreading. Another thing, when it comes to our community, I ain't gonna never let up on y'all on this about homosexuality and your big issue with it, but you don't have no problem with calling girls fast when adults want to have sex with them. Something wrong with y'all. You are never going to beat the charge of you are hypocrites. But we got to take this break, and that's a good one to ponder on. The talk lines are wide open if you want to get in on this conversation. It will be a conversation, not a monologue. So prepare and have your points together. 504-582-9422 is the number. We got to take this break. You listen to The Front Porch on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Good morning and happy Friday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Today is the first Friday of Lent, which means a lot of you will be looking for a fish fry or hot-boiled crawfish. And for local seafood spots, the next few weeks are their Super Bowl. So right now, the crawfish app shows prices in New Orleans are about $6.79 for a pound of boiled crawfish, and it is about $4.96 for a pound of live crawfish. And if you would prefer to have fried fish, you can go to WDSU.com, where we have posted the Archdiocese Lenten Season Fish Fry Calendar. Then we've learned when the late civil rights leader and educational pioneer Dr. Norman C. Francis will be laid to rest. The longtime Xavier University president will lie in repose at the school's Convocation Center on Monday, March 2nd from 9 to 3. Visitation is at 4, followed by a memorial program at 5. His funeral will then take place Tuesday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. at St. Louis Cathedral. Finally, this year's Tet Fest kicks off tonight. It is happening at the Mary Queen of Vietnam Church on Dwyer Boulevard in New Orleans East. The annual festival celebrates...
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Now that we're in the second year of President Donald Trump's second term, our team of analysts at Bloomberg Intelligence is taking stock of how some of the administration's pushback against DEI is changing the business landscape. Despite an executive order from the administration last year targeting DEI, very few lawsuits have been filed, and according to Bloomberg Intelligence, that's partially because the executive order does not necessarily define what an illegal DEI policy is. Even so, companies have been careful not to try their luck. I spoke with Bloomberg Intelligence senior ESG analyst Rob Duboff.
At the end of the day, if the administration wants to say, hey, we see this, the Department of Justice has their Civil Rights Division, if they say, this particular DEI program, we think it's illegal, they have to go before a court and prove that case. The problem is that companies don't want to go down that route.
The administration's tough stance is having an impact and changing the conversation around diversity. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
New Orleans never sleeps, and neither does WBOK. Now, every voice, every moment, and every show is in your pocket. Search WBOK Media wherever you get podcasts. Download, share, rate us 5 stars. Because when you support us, you amplify Black voices and the New Orleans culture.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
White Dupree.
And it's your boy, Joe Jackson.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared Bro. That was a good one. I like that song. Coming back from our break, we were talking about people and money and whatnot, and there was something that we said offline that the thought has been re-triggered. So Chuck Hunt says there are black churches and many black settings. I don't feel comfortable in bashing those LGBTQ genders and etc. Now I'm gonna stop there because even within the LGBTQIA plus community, racism is heavy.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
It's heavy. But I also want y'all to pay attention to these people who keep talking about they don't like the people in the LGBTQ.
And why?
But no, not but why. But they are right with the P.
Oh, yeah.
The PDF files.
Mm-hmm.
The pedophiles. Y'all are right with that particular set of alphabets. And for me, two adults and what they do, listen. Y'all have consented.
Because
nobody's been drugged. Nobody is coerced. Let the people do what they do. But these A, B, C, D, L, A, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, it's the pedophiles that y'all seem to be comfortable with as long as they have money and or access. And there is my problem with y'all.
And that's even heavy in the black church as well.
Ooh.
We just hide it under the guise of mentorship.
Ooh.
I was lucky enough to have a pastor who was an upstanding man of the community. And I was blessed enough to have uncles and family members who are upstanding men and great men. And I am the way I am because I was born this way, not because of a negative effect of what happened to me as a child. I was raised by strong black men. Nothing happened to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you have people that are in other communities who are not black like this, but they black like this. That it is accepted in their communities because it happened to them, but it happened to them by people in power.
Yep.
Something like the Epstein thing. It's all about a power dynamic. Rather than absent or them feeling a blank for something. It's more or less of wanting to be a part of a certain culture.
I'm gonna take it a step further. People who be having them co-ed sleepovers for their children.
First of all,
listen.
I was
to me good. Something wrong with y'all, and please, don't at me because that's gonna expose you.
Listen, let's go back to old black culture. We didn't we weren't even allowed to have sleepovers unless it was your
family.
Yes,
yeah,
and it had to be
and even in those cases, there was a certain level of anxiety and angst because some of the people, hey, put some shorts on because
Uncle so-and-so.
Yeah, why? Well, Uncle so-and-so should have access.
He shouldn't be even
over here. He shouldn't have no access.
He shouldn't even have access.
I don't care if that's your brother. You shouldn't care that that's your brother.
And I think people and the white media has done a great job at blurring the lines between homosexuality and pedophilia. They are not the same.
That's not the same.
They're two different things.
Same.
And I feel like a lot of the angst that people have for homosexuals is because they associate it with either they are pedophiles or they are the result of pedophilic behavior, which is not true at all.
For some people, because and this gonna make you mad. Stop assuming people are straight. Stop assuming people are straight. Because I promise you, there's somebody that's sitting in your church right now that leads ministry or is well known and they not straight right now. And I mean this for women, men, them, they. Stop assuming people are straight. So that's where you messed up.
When it comes to politics and homosexuality, I would say this. I feel like the reason why white people have more of an advantage is because
money.
That, and also they understand before we see them as anything else, we see them as a white man. They know it's a commonality that they have to preserve in order to preserve their privilege.
That is,
you know what I'm saying?
That is conditioning that we have to undo.
Yes, and versus us, where if I'm in a position of power and you're in a position of power, and because I'm homosexual, you want to do business with me. Whether in the white community, they don't care if you gay,
Purple,
straight,
green.
whatever. How much money you got?
Right.
And what do you want to? What is our goals, our commonalities for us to preserve our privilege, and we'll deal with everything else after.
And they do it every time. But the thing that I also need for people to pay attention to is that while you are in business with those people, look at how they're requiring you to do business, because we're going to give you this amount of money, but we're expecting you never to challenge the poor behavior that we exhibit. And for those of you who know that and willingly enter contracts like that, I can't stand y'all.
And once that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, just having a seat at the table. I'm willing to accept subpar materials, subpar work, whatever, just to be able to say I'm associated with this group of people, or I do work with this, I contract with these people, and they give you the lowest bid.
And again, like, I used to say this all the time. Every hooker got a price.
Yes,
you do, but stop hoeing us out just because you are willing to be one.
Just because you
willing to be one, stop hoeing us out. Listen, let us be. You sell what you have attached to your person. Don't sell us out. Don't do that part, because in that you're entering me into a situation that is one that I have not agreed upon, and that's a problem. That is a huge problem for me.
Like even when you think about like when they had the Republican the Republican convention, the gay apps crashed.
I know,
and they're all against homophobia. Homosexuality and all the things. However, they know
still be Crash and Grinder, and the population of that place was the population of the place. Y'all the one who increased the population. Please go sit down somewhere.
But it was understanding, knowing before you see me as anything else, you see me as a white man. So I need to come up with my other white men, and we come up with things that we want, and we want to pass and go on to benefit us, and then we'll deal with our subcultures and our sub people and all that after the fact.
Meanwhile, we have us who are looking at that as being a power system, a power spectrum that we want to be a part of, all while ignoring all the yuck and cringe that's going in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's like sickening.
They will walk past their brother or sister who is of this different sexuality and not do business with them, to do business with somebody else who's going to treat you like something.
But the gag is this: stop assuming people are straight.
Yes.
Please stop.
Or just don't worry about it at all. Worry about the community of people that you like. For example, I always say if I get put up by the police, they don't see me as a gay man first. They see me as a big black man. And no matter how effeminate you want to be, they see me as a big black man first. Period. And point blank. That's why I always tell people, especially in the LGBTQ community, the black LGBT community, is we'll fight for those rights later. Let's all come to collective and fight for black rights first.
And for the folks who can't see behind it, because that's what the biggest issue is. Oh, they black but they're gay. They're black but they're gay.
And the whole thing
is what y'all miss out on is allies that are actually in your community who are living the experience, because you may know something about it because of discussions you've had about it, but just at outward appearance, that's not something you pick up on.
And I will say this on behalf of the LGBTQ community as well. We need to start learning what fights to pick and also how to separate our fights. But that's really also every subgroup, every sub-black group. Because even I feel like we lost the women to the women's suffrage movement. And, that wasn't y'all fight.
No, it was not.
But the white women knew that
they co-opted.
They knew that they can do it by themselves. So come on, sister, let's burn our bras together. And you didn't benefit off of that because they still treat you like some off the bottom of their shoe, because you are a black woman first. The same way I'm a black man first. You know what I'm saying?
And people within the community, if y'all don't start paying attention to how people who look like you are being treated and don't find the commonality in that's where y'all are lost. And at the point that you say, because it was a rapper just recently, I think it was Asian Doll or something, and there's this guy who called in to explain that he was Native American, he was not black. All humanity started on the continent. But the idea of one versus the other, that is another sense of othering yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so being that this is the state is an example of many cultures merging, you have to first recognize people's humanity first.
Mm-hmm.
Is humanity all right? No, we're not all right. So then you can't say, well, because I have this attribute or I have this money, then I'm okay. No, you still messed up, and you messing it up for everybody else to get any progress because you're a $2. Yeah.
So speaking of that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I quick little Black history moment real fast.
Uh-huh.
When people say I'm not Black from Africa, I'm indigenous. I need people to understand that Black people were here before slavery, before chattel and antebellum slavery. We were here and we were surviving. Black people were here 300 times before Christopher Columbus even put a boat to water to come to America. Mm-hmm. How do you think he even made a map to even know where to go? We were already here. The indigenous people that you are talking about are Black Africans. They were already here. Your phenotype and all your different features and all that depends on what part of you live in, what part of the earth you live in.
Right. Because
you know
based on the environment there, that is where your body naturally adapts. Because
right.
That's evolution. It's evolution.
But all these things are traditional African practices. Before the slave diaspora, we were here. We were here.
And so much so that we're still uncovering things for you guys, because for up until 2 or 3 years ago, y'all didn't know what the mystery of the pyramids were, and who had to show you? The people who were descended of the people who did it. These are the things like we really have to have the conversation about.
Yeah, because they'll wipe it. Matter of fact, for Stay Woke Wednesday, I did a topic one time about Cleopatra and why, if you look at a map, Egypt is in Africa.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's in the northernmost, look at the continent that it is adhered to.
It's in Africa.
Uh-huh.
But by Egypt being one of the most intelligent civilizations, producing the most technology, they will never say it's an African country or it's an African whatever. Egypt is its own thing in the Middle East, and that's.
But it's not.
But it's not. It's literally in Africa.
Yeah, and there's so many different rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that there's a movement of people in other communities starting to check people within their community, because there's some Asian content creators who are really calling. Yes, they are calling out their own communities about their anti-blackness and their racism. And we've had allies before, and it's not that we don't want allyship, because I don't want to let that ever be the messaging. I have 3, 1, 2, 3 white home girls, and we have to have these tense conversations about feelings, how this feels, and the historic pieces of those conversations. And if you want to be in community with people, you should be willing to have those conversations. However, if you're within our community and you other yourself, and I have somebody else from another community willing to use their allyship and their privilege to further everybody being taken care of, the Black delegation is going to trade you for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that does not mean leave the gate open, because I think y'all invite too many people to the cookout. I don't even like that. I don't, right? If you in the fire with me, cool. But if you are in times of convenience, pretend like you don't see what's happening race-wise, I will deny you like Judas.
And I feel like that's one of the things that we don't do in our community. Like you say, is have this conversation with our friends, and like, girl, I saw how you feel about that, because I'm one of them too. So is it you feel like I'm one of the good ones, or you just feel like
because cause especially if you feel a little comfortable using the language. Listen,
like what
you're a guest here still.
You still
act like it. And for those of you who keep giving them a pass, I need y'all to work on yourselves.
I'm watching them too. The pass givers,
because then you're also letting us know you're not to be trusted. You're listening to The Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly cloudy, then partly cloudy. Highs 78 to 83 degrees. There's a chance to break another record for highs today. A spotty stray shower is possible, but majority of southeast Louisiana will stay dry. Winds from the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, patchy fog possible with lows in the 60s. More 80s Saturday ahead of much cooler weather by Sunday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hello, friend. Tavis Smiley here with a special announcement. You can catch my show at a new time. Weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Same great topics, same great guests, same great conversations, just a little earlier in the day. It's Tavis Smiley, weekdays 1 to 4 p.m. only on WBOK 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK.
12:30.
No, ma'am.
Oh!
What New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
I'm your host, Kim White Dupree.
And then it's me.
Who are you?
I messed that up so bad.
It's okay. It's
No,
fine.
because I'm used to the old intro.
Yes, you're accustomed to being on that side of the glass. But
Yeah.
today you are not. And who are you?
Kimba Jr.
No, Lord. Joshua has labeled you as such because I would never. But on the other side of the glass is Jared.
Hello, Jared.
I told Jared you were not even
born.
You weren't present at all. Yeah, no. CJ was like a year when I told Jared. He was in the same class with Quentin, India's brother.
You act like I know who these.
You know who India is.
I know who India is. I
Her
don't
brother.
know who her brother is.
Yeah, he was in the same class with Quentin, and yeah, that first year. But you didn't come aboard until the spring.
Well, the winter technically.
No, I mean you weren't aboard my vessel until spring.
Oh, forgot about that.
There's that. So, give the people an update. What is going on with you?
I don't know, man. I'm just living. I'm tired.
Just living. You're tired from going to school an hour and a half a day.
I'm tired.
Explain.
I'm tired.
Say more. I don't understand that. I'm very confused.
I'm just tired.
I don't understand how that works.
I like going to school at 10 o'clock now instead of at the butt crack of dawn. But it's theater and it's at 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm just like waking. So I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and then I leave at 9.
You're so oppressed. 8 o'clock.
But like I'm still getting up. I'm still waking up. It takes me a long time to wake up.
Girl.
You know how you hate it when I come into your room and start talking?
Yes.
That's how I feel in the morning when I go to theater.
Can you talk like into the mic so people are not having to figure
I
out
am
what you're saying?
I am talking.
Now you are.
I was.
Now you are.
I was.
At any rate, so an hour and a half a day, the struggle of getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
It'd be a struggle sometimes.
A house way. Maybe if you go to bed at night.
I go to bed. I do. I do go to sleep at night.
What time night?
It depends if
What do you
I'm
mean?
doing something.
Exactly. That's my point.
No,
That is exactly
it
my
depends
point.
if I'm either crocheting, working on a piece, or watching The Real Housewives.
Right. But again, you don't go to sleep at a good enough time that you're complaining about getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Or I oversleep my alarm.
Right. So.
But I changed my alarm sound, so I think I might get up in the morning.
Okay. I mean, I'm long gone by the time you even open your eyes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, I mean, it's fine. But no, there are some good things that you've done since the people last saw you. Any updates that you want to share with the folks?
I performed at Lundi Gras for the 150th time in a row.
That's a reach, but all
But
right.
the first time as a Kelly graduate.
As an alum.
Yeah, as an alum.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the dancer anymore. It was very nice. I got to wear my jacket. I love wearing my jacket.
I know you love wearing that jacket.
I love that jacket. I love it.
And before we go too far, because I want to give some context. For starters, Imara is a second generation alum of Kelly School of Dance, and you all have heard us talk about Kelly because this is a place that raised us.
Yeah, she grew up there, and then I grew up there.
Right. So I started taking classes in 1979, and you graduated. I graduated in 93. You graduated in
2024.
24. So you're talking about what, 31 years in between, something like that. And then once we finish, like it's a family of dancers. You may not do the same things that you did while you were at the studio. Like you may have a certain specialty or a certain talent or gift to offer up to working with the studio. But this year was pretty important because yes, you were an alum, but I think you got to see the value of having been a student and the people who come to see y'all. Like they really turn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a full circle moment when I was getting the babies on the stage.
And somebody was crying very loudly.
Yeah.
You had been one of the children crying very loudly.
I don't think I was
Ma'am,
one of the kids.
I'm gonna pull out that recital video. There's a portion for your ballet. I remember I was standing on the side of the stage with you in the wings because I also helped with your class, even though I don't think I taught your class at that point. I think it was Miss Rachel who had y'all. And then
Yeah, it was Miss Rachel that
we
had
walked
us.
we walked y'all out, and you and I, we were going back and forth. You were like 2. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. No, you're folding your arms, and there you can see you slide because I hit you. I bumped you with my hip. I did boom, and then you see you on the stage like this. Because once you got on the stage, you were fine. But getting you on the stage was a pain in the behind. Yes, because you were adamant.
The physical representation.
That's exactly what you did. You did that. You did that. But to have the full circle moment and seeing the baby have a meltdown right before putting them on stage.
But she calmed down.
Yeah, you calmed down once you were on stage. It's the magic of being on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But make sure on February 28th, the Nola Souls, which is also the professional tap company that will be performing at the Algiers Mardi Gras Festival that was postponed due to weather, but it will be happening on February 28th. So make your plans to get out. I think it's from 1 to 6 or something like that.
It's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
There you go. From 10 to 6, a full outdoor festival. So make sure that you put that on your calendar. And it is at Federal City.
Yes.
Yes, Federal City.
2300 General Meyer Avenue.
Yes, we'll have Kim DeLosa and likely the Grand Marshal, Mr. Robinson, to come back on and talk about what vendors will be there and other opportunities for you to enjoy Mardi Gras Fest. But with that, thank you for giving us 3 hours of your time that you will never get back. And also, thank you for rolling along with us and participating in the conversation. I'm your host, Kimba White Dupree.
And I'm Kimba Jr.
Girl, what is your name?
My name is Imari Dupree.
And on the other side of the glass is Jared. Remember, practice random acts of kindness and do something nice for somebody else because it's a nice thing to do. Take care of yourselves and each other. And we're going to see y'all on the flip.
Bye-bye.
Bye.